Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Christine called Kody shallow, made her wives look perfect, and compared them to Robyn and sister wives. On season 19, Christine Brown doesn't hold back from showing the worst side of her ex, Kody Brown. She just revealed a shocking detail about him, which proves his favoritism with Robyn. The Sister Wives star also called him shallow for his unrealistic expectations of all his wives. Christine claimed that her former husband constantly put pressure on them to look perfect. In the most recent season, she talks about her new life with David Woolley. The couple often shares their beautiful life and takes a jab at Kody Brown for his toxicity on the show. Christine made several accusations against the latter in the past. She no longer hides his toxicity and narcissism from the world. Was Kody really pressuring all his wives to look perfect? Why did he do all this? Why was Christine saying that? Sister Wives, Christine believes Robyn has always accomplished more than she has. Christine Brown got her happily ever after with her new husband, David Woolley. Because she has achieved everything she has ever desired, she no longer whines about life. However, the Sister Wives star has a few past wounds. Recently, Christine discussed how her life had been before meeting the love of her life. She opened up about her experience with Kody and Robyn. The reality TV star made the observation that her former sister wife always had more advantages than she did. When others do not, she had a couch, decorations, and even a nanny for her children. Hence, Christine started thinking that she always got leftovers. She believed that no matter how hard she tried, Kody did not work for her. The reality TV star is glad she finally got the respect and love she never found in her marriage. Sister Wives, Christine accuses Kody of expecting his wives to always look great. Christine Brown has always blasted Kody for not showing her the love she desired. She had the impression that he never liked her. The TLC star recalled some bad memories during her trip with David. Janelle was receiving assistance in moving to North Carolina from Christine and her husband. She discussed Kody's obsession with his wife's hair, makeup, and clothing. He liked makeup, she said. It was like you had to look good all the time. The Sister Wives celeb shared how they would often go camping together. Hence, Christine and Janelle would spend all the time cooking and cleaning, while Robyn would do her makeup forever. The latter made sure everybody looked good. Christine called Kody shallow for wanting all his wives to look good and play the role of perfect wives. So, all these moments were very irritating for her. She even noted how Kody would sit there and praise all of them for their looks. The reality TV celeb noted, Kody would sit there and praise how they looked when we'd been sweating and slaving over the freaking food and cleaning up the campsite. Christine finally understood why she felt insecure all the time. Her husband always compared them. Mary also felt the same way and shared how he would gift her outfits whenever they went on a date, so she would look perfect. How Sister Wives Kody Brown seemingly tried to copy Hugh Hefner's ideals. There's nothing like watching Kody Brown live in the land of fantasy. Over the years, Sister Wives fans have watched as Kody led a pretty wild life. While fans could get over the fact that he was a polygamist, his ideas of grandeur seemed to border on suffering from the Barnum effect. Season 19 is revealing a lot more about what Kody expected from a wife. Kody Brown, the star of Sister Wives, insisted that his wives be attractive. With Kody, it's always something else. The misogynistic behavior of the 18-year-old father was made public during the most recent season. It turns out that at the time, he wanted all 4 of his wives to look like models. Despite the fact that they frequently managed the household and raised the children. Honestly, this man's boldness. Christine Brown, who is refusing to hold back now that she is divorced from Kody, opened up about the influence he tried to have over them. Fans of Sister Wives disliked what they heard, and as a result, they now view Kody as a modern-day Hugh Hefner. The majority of readers are aware that the Playboy publisher had a particular breed of bunny. He liked platinum blondes, thin women, and those who were sexily dressed, a Marilyn Monroe type. Christine shared with the cameras that she was constantly insecure around him and said it was no wonder considering his behavior. The mother of 6 further stated, he was comparing constantly. Robyn was up on the pedestal, and the rest of us were lacking. He liked makeup, it was like, you had to always look nice, Christine continued. Now I understand why Christine's consumption of nachos from a gas station made Kody so upset. Was Sister Wives Kody Brown building his own Playboy mansion? For his former wives, it very much felt like the 56-year-old was trying to put together his own version of a Playboy mansion. Christine recalled a time the family went on vacation. When we went camping, Janelle and I would sit there working our asses off to make breakfast and clean up the mess. And to be honest, Robyn would never stop applying her makeup. And doing our kids' hair and doing her hair and making sure everybody looked good. She alleged that Kody would sit there and praise how they looked when we'd been sweating and slaving over the freaking food and cleaning up the campsite. Christine's assertions were supported by Mary Brown. The first wife mentioned that when she was first married to Kody, he frequently bought her particular clothes that he thought would look nice and demanded that she wear them. At one time, Kody had hoped to build a big house for the family to live in on Coyote Pass. The wives quickly shot down his idea. But was it possible that he was attempting to construct his own little fantasy land complete with a sinister grotto? Kody has always been self-centered when it comes to his appearance. He enjoys boasting to the cameras of Sister Wives that he still has bounce in his blonde curls and has a six-pack. However, it's likely that Kody was just projecting his fears onto his wives. Sister Wives Kody Brown keeps losing points with fans. At some point, you would think Kody would get a clue. For a few seasons, I actually found myself rooting for the underdog. Yet, he never seemed to catch on that he was coming across as insensitive and downright rude. Just because he felt he was the leader of the family wouldn't make it okay to try to control women. Let's be honest, he would have been cancelled if he hadn't died just in time for the Me Too movement. Numerous former Playboy bunnies have spoken out against his alleged drugging and inappropriate sexual advances since he passed away. Kody played the victim once more in the mid-season opener. He shared with fans that he was worried Robyn would see him as devalued thanks to his 3 divorces. Kody's treatment of Mary has recently become a topic of ridicule for Mary. Fans were unaware of how mean Kody could become, even though they were already aware that he was never kind to her. Kody has always considered himself to be the king of the castle, but his actions have been far from royal. So, once again, he is a man standing alone, thinking he is the victim. Good luck with that, Kody. Do the Browns still adhere to their faith? The truth behind Sister Wives' shifting beliefs. The Brown family's religious beliefs were at the center of the show's plot when it premiered in 2010. Kody Brown frequently suggested that his membership in the Apostolic United Brethren, APU, a Mormon fundamentalist church that supports plural marriages, played a role in his decision to lead a life of polygamy. This faith was instilled in the Brown children, and during the early seasons, everyone seemed content with their faith and the state of affairs. Kody's marriages to Mary, Janelle, and Christine Brown struggled as the series progressed. Fans also noticed religion no longer played a central role in their lives. The Brown family's relationship with faith became more of a background to the drama of the family in later seasons. The Browns claimed they were excommunicated. The earlier seasons of Sister Wives made it evident that Kody and his sister wives were devoted members of the AUB. The church is known to have over 7,000 members spread across Utah, Wyoming, Arizona, Montana, and Mexico, as per their website. Now, the AUB not only allows plural marriages but also encourages them, which makes the situation interesting for the Brown family. Kody's faith considers polygamy an important step in the path to salvation. Therefore, despite the fact that his first 3 wives did not want him to take on a 4th wife, they could not really disagree with something that Kody was obligated to do by his faith. However, after 16 seasons of the show, the Brown family revealed that they were excommunicated from their church for broadcasting their lives on reality TV. Despite this, the family continued to practice the faith by holding Sunday services in their home even after they moved and distanced themselves from the polygamist community in Utah. However, things changed when an insider posted about what really happened on Instagram. Due to the fact that the reality stars have already faced a significant amount of backlash over the course of their careers due to their polygamous lifestyle, the alleged excommunication of the Brown family was a narrative that was carefully crafted to align them with a more mainstream image. The Instagram claim left people wondering if the Browns were ever considered apostates. However, the insider discovered that Mary Brown's mother, Bonnie Ahlstrom, was listed as a registered agent for the AUB until her death in 2021, confirming the suspicion that their excommunication was fabricated. Considering that Ahlstrom had made several appearances on the show, even after the supposed excommunication, the story doesn't add up. If Kody and his family were considered apostates, Ahlstrom would not have been allowed to associate with them and remain an active member of the church. Religion and the former sisters' relationships are changing. As far as where the family stands now, it somewhat depends on the person. Mary and Janelle have separated from Kody but seem to have held on to their beliefs. Mary was seen seeking a spiritual release from her marriage to Kody in Sister Wives Season 19, Episode 7. She met with religious authorities from their church to follow the protocols required to formally dissolve their marriage, which goes to show that in some capacity, Mary continues to be involved with the AUB despite not being in a plural marriage anymore. During the same season, Mary and Janelle were often seen discussing how they stayed with Kody in large part because of their commitment to their faith. Both the former sister wives admitted that while they aren't actively practicing the religion as such, they still believe in its values. In fact, Janelle said that if the situation arose, she would think about living in a plural family once more. So, despite everything falling apart around them, Kody's first two wives made it clear that they still believed in fundamental Mormonism. However, unlike Mary, Janelle has not initiated the religious release process with the church authorities, making a notable difference in their religious situation since the divorce. Christine, on the other hand, is the only former sister wife who has publicly announced that she is no longer part of the AUB and has no interest in staying associated with the church that she was once a part of. After she split from Kody, Christine, who wed David Woolley in October 2023, has also stated that she will never return to a polygamous lifestyle. Since Christine has left the organization entirely, she also believes that a religious divorce from Kody is just not important for her. Where does the Brown family's faith stand today? Each ex-sister wife has a very different perspective on religion. For instance, Christine left because she really wrestled with the doctrine and discovered that it no longer matched her. On the other hand, Mary has the impression that she was never really attached to it in the first place. Then there is Janelle, a new convert who typically adheres more firmly to their beliefs than others. And, like their mothers, most of Kody's children have their stances. Most have found new churches to align with, which only contributes to the rift within the family. At this point, it feels like Robyn is the only one remotely concerned about the family's relationship with religion, maybe because it gives her a way to escape accountability. According to Robyn, her plural family fell apart because of the distance from their faith. But if you watch the show back, you'll see that Kody's bias toward Robyn was the reason his other wives quit. Not to mention that Kody himself has also distanced himself from the church despite Robyn's clear discomfort. Turns out that the Brown family patriarch also has issues with his religion and doesn't want to rush back to it anytime soon. Considering all of this, it's tough to buy into the idea that faith was ever as central to the Brown family's lives as they made it out to be. In Season 19 of Sister Wives, Christine Brown is reclaiming her voice, and she's using it to expose what she sees as the deeply troubling behavior of her ex-husband, Kody Brown. This season is raw, unfiltered, and, at times, even shocking, especially when Christine boldly calls Kody shallow and claims he pressured all his wives to appear flawless at all times. The deeper implication? He constantly compared them to his fourth wife, Robyn Brown. This isn't the first time Kody's treatment of his wives has come under fire, but Christine's fresh perspective, delivered now that she's emotionally free and happily remarried to David Woolley, is hitting fans hard. She's no longer softening the truth for the cameras. Christine is peeling back the curtain on decades of favoritism, body image issues, and the emotional toll of being held to unattainable standards, all while Robyn allegedly received preferential treatment. So what exactly did Christine reveal? Why did she feel like Kody forced her and the other wives to look perfect all the time? And why is Robyn always at the center of these comparisons? Christine's transformation, from silent suffering to speaking her truth. Christine Brown's journey on Sister Wives has been one of the most dramatic evolutions in the show's history. When viewers were first introduced to her, she was the bubbly third wife who put family first.